AMC stock has its earnings coming up on May 6th in the post-market, so many of you are wondering what you should do with AMC stock. Should you hold over the earnings? Will AMC squeeze because of the earnings? Will AMC crash because of the earnings? Well, in this video, I'll go over my thoughts and opinions of how AMC earnings will affect AMC. I'll cover some recent news on AMC, and I'll finally do a quick technical analysis on AMC. So first of all, I want to point out that many stock news companies will very likely publish negative news on AMC as we get closer to the earnings date. I would not be surprised at all if companies like MarketWatch, The Motley Fool, Seeking Alpha, and other companies came out with really negative news because these companies are on the same side of hedge funds and institutions. If people are looking for a short squeeze, the retail investors have to continue to hold through this negativity. Additionally, for you retail investors, I want to point out that AMC has nothing to do with the earnings they put out. This stock does not care about the fundamentals right now, so do not be surprised if AMC has negative earnings, because earnings and fundamentals do not matter at all for a short squeeze. Just a quick interruption, 97% of you are not subscribed who are watching this video, so if you like this video, click the subscribe button. Additionally, the NSCC is trying to pass a new rule which will be in effect by May 24th. So basically, the NSCC is trying to protect themselves with this new rule, but it also does mean that a potential squeeze could just be right around the corner. So the last rule they passed was to increase the minimum deposit from $10,000 to $250,000. So basically now the NSCC can look through the members' portfolios to determine their risk levels and assign them a minimum deposit value based off of their risk levels. Here it says the NSCC does tests that calculate the members' risk by analyzing their portfolio. Each member's required fund deposit would continue to be calculated with the same parameters and at the same confidence level for each member. Therefore, the members that present similar risk, regardless of the type of member, would have similar impacts on the required fund deposit amounts. To simplify all of this information down, they'll basically be increasing the margin requirements for many of these institutions, which shows that they're becoming less and less confident in a squeeze not happening. So they're beginning to think that a squeeze is coming up soon, which is good news for us retail investors. So now for a quick technical analysis. AMC has done a pretty good job staying above this 180 SMA ever since the last squeeze, which is a good sign. It has dipped below it periodically, but its price actions tends to stay really close to it. We also see that on a 3-year chart, it's basically right at the 180 SMA, so if it successfully breaks above this SMA, there will be lots of upside for AMC. Additionally, it's consistently surfed the 9 EMA, which is a really good sign. As long as it doesn't break below this EMA, AMC looks like it'll have a bright future ahead of it. That's it for this video. Comment what stock you want me to cover next. Peace.